How construction meetings can make or break your project. Every construction project relies on clear communication to succeed, but did you know that poorly managed meetings can lead to costly delays, disputes, and even legal issues? If you're working in construction contract administration, meetings are a crucial part of the job. But let's be honest, most meetings waste time, go off track, or worse, fail to resolve the real issues. Want to know how to make your meetings efficient and productive? Stay tuned because in this video, we're diving into the CSI Construction Contract Administration Practice Guide, breaking down the types of meetings, best practices, and key strategies to get things done. And stick around to the end because I'll tell you where to get free practice questions to test your knowledge. In this video, we're diving into construction contract administration and how to run effective meetings using an actual 3,000 square foot custom mountain home project in Western North Carolina as our example. By the end of this video, you'll know the 6 key types of construction meetings, how to avoid common meeting mistakes, the exact process for documenting and managing each meeting. And don't forget, I've got free practice questions for you at the end of this video to test your knowledge. So stick around. Why construction meetings matter. Construction projects, big or small, rely on collaboration between multiple stakeholders, including the owner, the architect and engineers, the contractor and subcontractors, material suppliers, inspectors and authorities. Having jurisdiction, AHJs. Without structured meetings, these players can quickly fall out of sync, leading to missed deadlines, conflicts between trades, increased costs, legal disputes. Let's take our 3,000 square foot custom mountain home as an example. We're building on a steep lot with sensitive environmental considerations. The home features large windows for panoramic views, a stone fireplace, and sustainable materials. Our biggest challenge? Coordinating excavation, foundation, and framing in a remote location with unpredictable weather. How do we avoid problems and keep things on track? Through effective meetings. The 6 types of construction meetings. Now, let's break down each type of meeting and see how they apply to our custom home project. 1. Pre-construction meeting, laying the groundwork. The pre-construction meeting is the most important meeting of the entire project. It sets expectations for roles and responsibilities, everyone involved in the project, including the owners, the people who hire us to do the design and work. Communication protocols. Some people like texting options or timelines. Other people prefer to have a system in place like Procore. Procore has a central place where everyone can see the exchange of communication with RFIs and submittal and even design change orders. Payment procedures. This is an important part of how and when payments should be expected. Site access and logistics. In some projects, especially the mountains, it is difficult to get materials to the site. The delivery person has to be accustomed that sometimes their truck might not be able to turn around at the job site. In the mountains, we ask for a large delivery truck to stay at the bottom and for them to carry another piece of equipment to haul the materials in smaller quantities. For our 3,000 square foot mountain home, this meeting includes owner, to clarify expectations, architect and engineers, to ensure all drawings are final, general contractor and key subcontractors, to discuss scheduling and materials, building inspectors, to review local codes and environmental regulations. The key topics that must be discussed in the first meeting are the following: excavation and foundation plans, managing rock removal on a sloped site, permit requirements, understanding county environmental restrictions, construction access roads, ensuring materials can be delivered safely, schedule coordination, preventing delays. And if there is a delay, can we get started with another activity in the schedule? What happens if there is a delay due to weather? Normally, there are a number of days already set up in the schedule for such delays. This is why hiring an experienced contractor is better than someone who is just starting out. Meetings are more than just a formality, they're the backbone of project coordination and problem solving. Without the meetings, people tend to be disorganized. They make mistakes on site and they fall behind on schedule. Every project involves multiple parties: owners, architects, and engineers, contractors and subcontractors, material suppliers, authorities. Having jurisdiction, AHJs, without clear, structured communication, projects can face delays, miscommunication, and costly errors. For example, the window manufacturer needs to know when the windows need to be shipped, and the installer needs to know when the windows will arrive to the site. Before all this coordination happens, the contractor needs to arrange a meeting with the architect to make sure the submittal is accepted for the window review. Let's talk about how to ensure your meetings are efficient using the PAL method. P. Purpose. Define what the meeting is about. A. Agenda. Stick to a structured plan. L. Limit. Keep it on time. Second site mobilization meeting. Preparing for construction. Now that we have a game plan, it's time to prepare the site. The site mobilization meeting ensures site access points are defined, safety measures are in place, temporary utilities are set up. For our mountain home, we discuss how will heavy equipment access the site without damaging the terrain? Where will temporary water and power be placed? How do we handle stormwater runoff to avoid erosion? 3. Progress meetings. Keeping the project on track. Once construction is in full swing, we hold progress meetings every 2 weeks to track work completed versus planned progress issues affecting the schedule. Payment applications. For our project, we might ask, did the framing crew finish on time or are we behind? Are there any change orders affecting materials? Are our window shipments delayed due to supply chain issues? Always document meeting minutes and assign clear action items. Fourth, pre-installation meetings, avoiding mistakes. Before installing key elements, we hold pre-installation meetings to avoid costly mistakes. Of course, before the meeting, the subcontractor and contractor have already read the information and planned their lead time for materials, as well as asked the architect for any information missing in the drawings. For our home, we'd focus on bathroom waterproofing, ensuring tile and plumbing are correct. How high should the curb be in the shower? If it is not drawn in the plans, an RFI must be requested to ask the architect. Fireplace installation, making sure venting meets code. Electrical panel setup, verifying circuits before drywall. Skipping this step can lead to expensive rework. 5. Utility coordination meeting, avoiding service delays. For homes in rural areas, coordinating utilities is crucial. For our project, this means verifying electrical hookups with the power company, scheduling propane delivery for heating, planning septic system installation. Pro tip: utility delays can push your timeline back weeks, so plan early. Common meeting mistakes. Even experienced pros make mistakes in meetings. Let's wrap up with 3 common meeting mistakes you should avoid. Avoid these common pitfalls. Mistake 1: no clear agenda. A meeting with no agenda equals wasted time. Always define objectives beforehand. Keep meetings structured. If you do not have an agenda, the meeting can be a waste of time because people will start rambling or ask questions about other subjects that are not necessary at that time. Mistake 2: too many participants. For our mountain home progress meetings, we only invite relevant subcontractors who will be doing the work. Mistake 3: poor documentation. Assign clear action items after every meeting. For example, the owner needs to provide the color selection for the great room ceiling since it was changed from tongue and groove pine wood to sheetrock. If meeting minutes are not recorded, there is no accountability. Keep track of who attended, what decisions were made, what the next steps are. Now, let's summarize the 6 types of meetings. This is important for you, job, and the exam. The 6 key types of construction meetings are: pre-construction meeting, This meeting happens before construction begins and sets expectations for the project. Topics include contract responsibilities, scheduling, permits, safety protocols, and communication methods. Attendees, owner, architect, engineers, contractor, key subcontractors, and inspectors. Site mobilization meeting focuses on preparing the site for construction activities. Topics include site access, temporary facilities, water, power, restrooms, storage areas, and environmental protections. Attendees, general contractor, subcontractors, safety officers, and site managers. Progress meetings held regularly, weekly or bi weekly, to track construction progress and resolve issues. Topics include work completed, schedule updates, budget tracking, change orders, and problem solving. Attendees, contractor, architect, owner, and key subcontractors. Pre installation meetings. These meetings are held before installing critical materials or systems to ensure proper coordination. Topics include manufacturer specifications, sequencing, inspections, and quality assurance. Attendees, contractor, subcontractors responsible for installation, manufacturer representatives, and inspectors. Utility coordination meeting ensures that utility services, electricity, water, gas, sewer are planned and installed correctly. Topics include scheduling of connections, coordination with utility providers, and avoiding service interruptions. Attendees, contractor, utility company representatives, inspectors, and site engineers. Closeout meeting occurs at the end of the project to finalize documentation and turn over to the owner. Topics include final inspections, warranty discussions, training on systems, HVAC, electrical plumbing, and punch list completion. Attendees, owner, contractor, architect, and key subcontractors. These meetings ensure that a project runs smoothly, stays on schedule, and meets quality expectations. Final call to action. Want to test your knowledge? Click the link in the description for free practice questions on construction contract administration. Like and subscribe for more expert construction tips.